اذكروا الله كذكركم آباءكم أو أشد ذكرا فمن الناس من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا وما له في الآخرة من خلاق ومنهم من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار أولئك لهم نصيب مما كسبوا والله سريع الحساب صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakumullah khair Hassan. Alhamdulillah. On behalf of Glorious Tour Science, I like to welcome you all to participate in our training session. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah accept all of you. May Allah accept all of us. May Allah forgive us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to go Hajj for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, with the leadership of Abu Bakr Borai, Sheikh Abu Bakr Borai, he has been leading Hajj last 20 years from Toronto. Alhamdulillah, Glorious Tour Science now growing. They opened a branch in Calgary and they are looking forward to open branch in Vancouver, inshallah. And we like to welcome all our Hujjaj who are going Hajj this year with us, all the guests who are going Umrah with us, and all the guests who are going for Islamic country tours, historic site. We like to welcome all of them, inshallah. We also have some limited seat available. We are accepting some registration, and Mufti Sahib will go over the Hajj process, inshallah. If you have any questions, my brothers, sisters, please contact me later on. I'll be sitting at the back. And again, I'd like to thank you, all of you, for coming this seminar. Jazakumullah khair. And please dua for us, dua for entire Ummah of Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept us. Only for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I like to thank now I like to mention that Mufti Mohamed Mouadh came all the way from South Africa. He has joined BCMA, and Alhamdulillah, we are very fortunate that he has a lot of knowledge. He is expert in Hajj and Umrah process, and I like to thank Mufti Sahib to support Glorious Tours INC. I like to thank all of you that who supported us and who helping us to move forward. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Mufti Sahib will continue the rest of the session, inshallah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. First of all, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من لم يشكر الناس لم يشكر الله. The person who cannot thank the people will not be able to thank Allah Ta'ala. So first of all, we thank all of you for coming, participating. Also we thank Hafid Hassan, who recited few verses from Surah Al-Baqarah. The verses was regarding Al-Hajj Ashhurun Ma'lumat. The compulsory act of Hajj is within few months, is a known month, Ashhurun Ma'lumat. The Hadith explained that it will be in Shawwal, Dhul Qa'dah and Dhul Hijjah. فَمَنْ فَرْضَ فِيهِنَّ الْحَجَّ فَلَا رَفَثَ وَلَا فُسُوقَ وَلَا جِدَالَ فِي الْحَجِّ. The accepted Hajj has 3 signs in it. فَلَا رَفَثَ, no argument, no fight, no vulgar language. Even subhanallah, we know before Hajj, your wife is halal for you, but the minute you don your ihram, your own halal thing will not be halal for you in the moment of Hajj. Same thing before the month of Ramadan, before we fast, our meals are halal, but the minute we have the intention of fasting, the halal meal, the halal food, the halal things, also we are not allowed to consume. So it shows what? All this shows the piety and the fear and the full submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, tonight, inshallah, we'll do with you some training regarding the Hajj. First of all, when we say the Hajj, it comes in a hadith. Musa alayhi salam asked Allah ta'ala, Wallah, ma alamatu rida'ika ala abdik. What is the sign that you are pleased with your servant? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responded, Alamatu ridaya ala abdi an uwaffiqahu li ta'ati. The sign that I am pleased with my servant, I grant him ability to obey me. For the brothers and sisters going for Hajj, really it's an invitation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When people invite us in this world, what do? Immediately we respond. Sometimes people invite us for a meal, we go enjoy the meal. But here is not the meal. Here is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is inviting you to come to his house. It comes in a hadith. Allah ta'ala says in the hadith, Buyuti fil ardil masajid. My house on this earth are the masajid. And now you are going to the Masjid al-Haram. You are going to Masjid al-Nabawi. Buyuti fil ardil masajid wa ummaruha zuwari. Those who are coming to the house of Allah Ta'ala are the guests of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. وَحَقٌّ عَلَى الْمَزُورِ أَن يُكْرِمَ زَائِرَهُ. It is the right over the host to look after his guest. So those who are going in this journey of Hajj, all of them are the guests of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. May Allah Ta'ala accept. And also we request the brothers and sisters to make a dua for us. The first question comes in mind, upon whom is Hajj compulsory? On a mature, healthy and free Muslim who has the financial means to undertake the journey of Hajj. May Allah Ta'ala again make it easy for every single person. And again, to tell you something, even if you are going and you have the visa, keep making dua to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because anything can happen before your departure. So keep continue making a dua, tawbah and istighfar. Oh Allah, do not deprive me from this journey because of my sins. This is something very important, something very, very important about what I said now. Sometimes we think, I have the money, I have the visa, all the means are ready, but subhanallah, the last minute what will happen? Allah will replace you with someone else. So we keep continue making dua. Now this Hajj now, it must be only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says, وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ حُنَفَاءَ. They've been commanded only to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to obey Allah ta'ala with sincerity. So this Hajj comes with sincerity. Now in this, regarding the Hajj, when we say Hajj, of course, alhamdulillah, we are spending the money, we are sacrificing our family, leaving our comfort zone, and now we are in this journey. In this journey, we'll find ourselves doing few things. Not only Hajj, it will be what? Umrah, Hajj, and Ziyaratul Madinah al-Munawwara, visiting the Medina Munawwara. I will begin with Hajj, some definitions of Hajj, then I will come to Umrah. When we speak about Hajj and Umrah, first I would like to highlight something very important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yakhluqu wa yufaddil. Allah creates and selects. Example, Allah khalaq al-ayyam, Allah created days. But from all these days, Allah selected few days. Like Yawmul Jumu'ah. Allah created the months. From all these months, we have month, Shahru Ramadan, the month of Ramadan. Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created many nights. And from all these nights, Allah selected Laylatul Qadr, the night of power. At this time, Allah ta'ala created all of us. But amongst us, not everybody is going for Hajj. Allah selected few people. So those who've been selected, they should thank Allah ta'ala a lot. And those who are still waiting in the list, keep making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now we are in the journey of Hajj. First thing, the word Hajj comes in our mind, Hajj. There are three types of Hajj. First, as you see on the screen, Qiran. Qarana in the Arabic language means to combine. In Hajjul Qiran, we combine Umrah and Hajj together. Means, when you land in Jeddah, you are wearing your ihram. The minute you wear your ihram, you have an intention to combine two things. One, wallah, I'm coming for Umrah. On the same time, I want to do Hajj. But this is when? Generally, those who are flying from Canada, most of the time they give us 3 weeks. package of 3 weeks. So which means when you land in Mecca or you land in Jeddah first, you have only few days prior the Hajj. Means if you land on the 6th of the Hijjah, you have only 3 days. So you land the 6th at night, the next day will be the 7th. The 8th of the Hijjah is Yawm Tarwiyah. After the 8th of the Hijjah, all the Hujjaj will be going where? To Mina. So the 8th of the Hijjah, the day of Tarwiyah, all the Hujjaj will leave the hotels, will be moving where to? Mina. In Mina you will spend Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, Fajr. The next day will be the 9th of the Hijjah. The 9th of the Hijjah, after the sunrise, you go to Arafah. In Arafah you pray Dhuhr and Asr. After the sunset, you move to Muzdalifah. You pray Maghrib and Isha. You pray Maghrib and Isha. So that is the 9th. The next day, you will be walking or taking a transport or a bus. You'll be going to Mina. That is the 10th. The 10th of the Hijjah is Yawm al-Nahr, is the day of Eid. The day of Eid, you'll be doing pelting, shaving, and slaughtering your sheep. This is the 10th, is done. Then comes the 11th, you'll be pelting. The 12th comes and you'll be pelting. Right. This is just Hajj in brief. Now let's speak about Umrah first. Umrah now, I'm in this March holiday, I'm going for Umrah. Majority are going in this March break. So for Umrah, you tie your ihram, intention, wallah, I'm going for Umrah. So here is purely intention of Umrah. When you land, so first thing you do what? Intention, we wear the ihram. When you go there, when you arrive there, first thing you do is tawaf around the house of Allah Ta'ala 7 rounds. After that, Safa Marwa 7 laps. After that you shave. When you shave, your Umrah is over. So again, what is Umrah? Very simple. Umrah is you wear your ihram, you don your ihram. After you don your ihram, 7 rounds around the Kaaba, then 7 laps Safa Marwa 7. After that, the minute you shave, you are out of Umrah. Now I'm speaking about Hajjul Qiran. I said Hajj and Umrah will be combined. So now let's imagine now the 6th of the Hijjah, or the 7th of the Hijjah, I landed in Jeddah. The first thing, of course, you go to your hotel, you leave your luggage, then from the hotel, you do your rounds. 7 rounds around the Kaaba is tawaf. After that you have Safa Marwa 7. After that, if you have intention to combine Hajj and Umrah, you don't shave. So you still remain in your ihram. So what you do, after Safa Marwa, you will remain in your ihram. For the women, her clothes, her cloak, her hijab, that her clothes is her ihram. So women is very easy for them. For the man, he needs to wear the ihram. So again, I landed the 7th of the Hijjah in Jeddah. I'm wearing my ihram. I will go do the tawaf 7 rounds. After the tawaf, I will be going to Safa Marwa. So after Safa Marwa, if you want to do only Umrah, it means after Safa Marwa you need to shave. Now my intention is to have Hajjul Qiran, to combine Umrah and Qiran. After Safa Marwa, I don't shave. I will remain still in my ihram. Now the intelligent person, the smart person in his mind, today is the 7th. Look, today is the 7th. I finish my Umrah around, let's say, Maghrib and Isha. I finish my Umrah. So one thing left. What is that left? To shave. In my head, tomorrow, after the sunrise, we'll be going to Mina. So in Mina, I'm still wearing my ihram. And then Arafah. Then, so means I will remain in my ihram 8th, 9th, and 10th. 3 days. But let's say now, if I don't go to Jeddah first, let's say if I go to Medina al-Munawwarah. Of course, in Medina al-Munawwarah, you will not be wearing your ihram. So for that reason, Hajjul Qiran, we do it when we have 1, 2, 3 days before Arafah. 2 days, 3 days before Arafah, easy for us to combine Umrah and Hajj together. Generally, people does a second one, tamattu. What is tamattu? After the Umrah, Safa, Marwa, what you do? You shave your hair. When you shave your hair, tamattu means to enjoy. Enjoy everything. So what you do, after you shave your hair, your Umrah is over. You dress up normal, like I'm dressed, like you are dressed. Then you wait for the 8th of the Hijjah. 8th of Hijjah, your agent will tell you, get ready, inshallah, tomorrow we'll be moving from Mecca to Mina. And everybody will get to the bus while you are wearing your ihram and the talbiyah. So just to explain to you, the difference between Qiran and Tamattu'. Qiran means combination, to combine. Combine what? Umrah and Hajj with one ihram. Means after you do tawaf, then Safa, Marwa, you don't shave. You will remain in your ihram. You combine, you add to it Hajj. We call it Qiran. Second one, generally all the people does the Tamattu'. Tamattu' means enjoyment. After tawaf, then you go to Safa, Marwa, what you do? You shave. When you shave or you cut your hair, now you are out of Umrah. Then you dress up normal. When Mina comes, you don for the second time your ihram. So tamattu' two ihram. Tamattu' is two ihram. And Qiran is what? One ihram. There's another type of Hajj. The third type of Hajj is Ifrad. Ifrad means single. Single Hajj. I am going not for Umrah. I am going for Hajj. Generally, Ifrad are for the dwellers. People are living in Mecca. People are living in Medina. People are living in Saudi Arabia Kingdom. Why? It's easy for them. 2 days time, because it's far and it's costly. So what we do? Hit two birds with one stone. So it's permissible. Somebody will ask this question: what type of Hajj did Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam perform? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam performed Qiran. He combined both. But he said to the Sahaba, you do Tamattu'. So it shows Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam always came to make the life and deen easy for his ummah. So why Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did Qiran, not Tamattu'? The reason of that, there were some circumstances. He said, if I did not bring my sheep with me, and if I did not make an intention of Qiran, definitely I will do Tamattu' like you. But Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told the Sahaba, do Tamattu'. And if you look at it, the easier way is Tamattu'. So I will summarize it again. Qiran, you combine Umrah and Hajj with one ihram. What does it mean? When you come for Umrah, after Tawaf 7 rounds, then Safa Marwa 7 laps. After that, what you do? You don't shave your hair. If you shave your hair, your Umrah is completed and is done. If you don't shave your hair, you will remain in your ihram until the Hajj begins. And you add Umrah and Hajj together. Tamattu' is after Safa Marwa, what you do? You shave or you cut your hair. The minute you cut, your Umrah is completed, then you start again with Hajj. Third one is Ifrad. You begin your journey, no Umrah, is only Hajj. It has one ihram.
Do we need to go to do we need to go to the Asha before the Umrah?
Okay, inshallah I will explain. Then after that we'll leave the questions at the end. Okay? So now generally living from Canada all the time, it goes Canada to any European country. You will be going to your transit will be in any European country. Then from there you go to Jeddah. Now before you enter Jeddah, the pilot or the co-pilot will tell you, don your ihram, wear your ihram, you put your ihram. So your ihram was on the air. You land in Jeddah at the airport. From the airport you go to the hotel. You get your room, you leave your luggage in the room. From there you do your Umrah. The minute from the hotel to the Kaaba, you do your Umrah. 7 rounds, Tawaf, 7 laps Safa Marwa, you shave your Umrah, is done. Now let's say now you didn't go to Jeddah. You went straight to Medina. You spent 3 days in Medina or 4 days in Medina. After 4 days of Medina, while you are leaving Medina, it's about 495 kilometers from Medina to Mecca. 495 kilometers. So before you enter Mecca, about 5 kilometers is a place called Dhul Hulayfa. The buses will stop. You remove your clothes, you don your ihram, and you begin your talbiyah. Right? Now let's say now, I came first to Jeddah, to Mecca. I did my first Umrah, right? I want to do the second Umrah. If you want to do the second Umrah, you leave Mecca, you go to the place called Tan'im. Today is known as Masjid Aisha. So again, the difference between Jeddah to don your ihram in the air of Jeddah, in the flight, and between Tan'im, Masjid Aisha. The difference between the two, that first you came across Jeddah. When you come through Jeddah, you are forced to don your ihram on the air. If you come now after you finish the first Umrah, when do we go to Masjid Aisha? When do we go to Tan'im? That will happen only when you are in Mecca, in your hotel. You want to do the second Umrah, now you need to leave the Haram. Now you need to go out of the Haram. Out of the Haram is 5 kilometers exactly to Masjid Aisha. It's known as Tan'im. Right? So you go all the way there. You are dressed like that. When you arrive to the Masjid of Aisha, there's a section, inshallah we'll show you in the pictures, where you don your ihram. You wear your ihram, 2 rak'ah for the ihram, and you begin your talbiyah, labbaik Allahumma labbaik. That we come to it later. After that, you come to the Haram, what you do? Tawaf, then Safa, Marwa, shave your hair, Umrah is done. Look, now I'm just summarizing, make it easier. Later, more details, inshallah. So when do we go to Aisha, Masjid Aisha or Tan'im? That if you want to do the second Umrah. Right. Somebody in Mecca who knows the area, mashallah, he says, I want to go to, not Masjid Aisha, I want to go to a place called Ji'irana. It's about 30 kilometers. Where you can take a bus or take a taxi from your hotel to another spot, not only Masjid Aisha, not only Tan'im, there are about 3 places. But for you right now, we speak about Masjid Aisha and Tan'im. Before you fly, of course, there's no guarantee that you are coming back. There's no guarantee. Old days, they used to live 6 months. Nobody knows if they're coming back or no. Today's time, alhamdulillah, Allah bless us with many favors and bounties. We have a WhatsApp, we have all social media. MashaAllah, you are even on the air, they can see you. So, alhamdulillah, we need to be very thankful to Allah Ta'ala. I give you just an incident. My grandfather went for Hajj. When he was in Hajj, he sent us a letter. He sent us a letter that I am well, alhamdulillah, everything is well. He sent us a letter. After his Hajj, he arrived home. 4 months later, his letter came. So he wrote the letter, and he was the same person to read the letter. Today, mashallah, alhamdulillah, Allah made it so easy for us. Yet it's easy, but before you leave in this journey, fulfill your duties at home. Everything must be. Why? Allah Ta'ala says, وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا. Hajj becomes compulsory upon you if you can afford it. If you can afford it. Now, I'll go to the next one. Where do I don my ihram? Where I do don my ihram? First, like I told you, there are few miqat, few places where you don your ihram. Keep in mind, not all the world is traveling from Canada. People are traveling from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south. So Allah Ta'ala made it easy for this ummah. We have few places. On the top, Dhul Hulayfa. Dhul Hulayfa, for those people are coming from the Medina side. We have on the left, Juhfa. At the bottom, Yalamlam. Juhfa for the people coming from Iraq side. Yalamlam from Yemen. Dhatul Irq. Qarnul Manazil. So there are places, right? Now can you see the red? That is the boundary. That is the boundary. The green is the haram. The green is the haram. One more thing to tell you. So if you fly, you will not be able to say this, of course. So no, those who are flying, when it comes here, so while your flight is on the air, before you enter, so Jeddah is here, right? Jeddah is here. So Jeddah is in. So before you come close to Jeddah, right? The co-pilot all the pilot will say, don your ihram. So the whole idea why you don your ihram before, because you must don your ihram before you enter. Before you enter. So that's why. How we do it? Very simple. Before we leave, generally you fly from Vancouver to, it can be London, it can be Frankfurt, Germany, it can be France, any European country. Then you have a transit, easy transit, 7 hours. This is an easy transit. Right? So what you do, while you're at home in Canada, you have a shower and you clean yourself and you get ready. So my advice to you, don't wear your ihram, especially for the man, because you need to keep your passport, your money, your papers, everything. You still dress like that, how I'm dressed. When you do it, when you come to the transit, because it's a European country, keep in mind the Hajj, you are ambassadors of Islam, you are ambassadors of Deen, you are representing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I always say this. In Europe, yes, I will don my ihram. First thing is da'wah for them, and also to make it easier for me. Why? Because we are humans, all of us we think the same. All of us we think the same. So what you do, while you are in transit in 6-7 hours, like I told you a minimum, you wear your ihram. What ihram you wear? The bottom only. You wear only the bottom section, right? You wear only the bottom, right? And your qamis, your kurta will be on top of it, right? Will be on top of it. Now, regarding this, I'll show you something very important. Because, especially for the man, the way how you tie your ihram. Look, I am pulling my stomach in, right? 1 second. Look, I don't have a belt. I don't need a belt. I don't need a belt, and you will see. Look. First, you breathe in, pull in your stomach in, right? Tie yourself properly, right? Now, after I don't need a belt, but if you want to put a belt for your keys, for your card, for your phone, right? So like that. After that, I will fold this on top of the belt, right? Look there. Now, on the same time, you do this. Reason why? So later, you can run, right? So, look now. Look, if anybody holds on you, it will not come out. Look there. You can't. Even I can wrestle with you right now. Look, it's tight. So this is the best way how you tie your ihram. Look, you won't be able to take it. Why I'm saying this? 2009, 2015, it was a stampede, right? How many people lost their ihram and how many people died? At that moment, I was there, right? It was stuck. And keep in mind, when people are falling, they will drag on you. So at least you are fully covered, right? This is the best way. This is for the bottom, right? When it comes to the top, look, even you don't need easy way, look there. There's here, right? So you keep the right side like this. You hold it like that. I need only one pin here. Do I need my wife to help me? I don't need. Just one needle here, clip it, and you can even turn it. Look here, I turn it. Alright, there's here. Okay? And one more thing as advice for you. When you put your belt, always cover your belt with the ihram. Don't say I am in Mecca, the angels will protect my pocket. Just forget about it, brother. You are still on earth. A lot of things happen because we live with humans. Okay? Inshallah, we'll come back to the ihram, inshallah. So in these places, look, we spoke about the flight. You are here. Now if you take the bus or you take a taxi, you will be passing, look, here's written in Arabic and English. Bidayat haram, haddul haram. Beginning of the haram boundary. So it means what? The minute you don your ihram, you start with talbiyah, labbaik, Allahumma labbaik. Right. The reason I spoke about the ihram, So I told you now in Europe, what I did, I wore the bottom ihram. I have my belt, I have my money, everything's inside. The top, I am still wearing my qamis. Only when I come, when the pilot says we are coming closer to the miqat, what I do? In my place, without going to the washroom, because like I told you, everybody will be thinking the same. Because if you think that I will be wearing my ihram in the washroom, you will be late. You will enter and still the queue, long line, just to get to the washroom. So I'm not going to waste my time there. I have my thing. What I do? Take off my qamis and wear my top ihram. And one more advice, because you have the belt, always my advice to you, especially when you come to the hotel, the phone must be in one side and the card key must be the other side. Why? If you keep them both together, the card will lose the magnetic in it. So what will happen? When you come to a room and you try to open your hotel room, you won't be able to open it. Then you go again to the reception, you'll find another long queue just to get your card activated. So don't waste your time. And let me tell you something, in Hajj, your shaitan and your nerves will be both they will agree to work on your nerves. So to save yourself from fights and to save your iman, what you need to do? Phone one side and the card other side. Other thing also, husband, don't keep all the money by you. Don't boss your wife. Some money in your pocket, some money in Hawaii. If you lose your money, at least there's something else with her. Right? Okay. The next thing, look, I wrote for you there, Canadian should don the ihram before landing in Jeddah. Why? Because Jeddah, if Jeddah was here, no problem. Jeddah is right inside here. So for that reason, we don our ihram before we come closer. Now, the haram boundary. The brother asked a question about Tan'im. So I was on the air, I needed to don my ihram before to enter to Jeddah. Now, I am in the hotels of Mecca, around the hotels there. I wanted to do the second Umrah. For you to do the second Umrah, the closest place you can do your ihram is Tan'im. Is exactly 5 kilometers. Exactly, 5 kilometers. The other places where you can go to ihram in Jirana, from here to here is about 30 kilometers. There's many places. But for you right now, stick to one place. Even there's Hudaybiyah. Hudaybiyah is about 29 kilometers. So for you right now, then from the hotel, you take the bus, $3, 3 riyals, 5 riyals. Of course, this 2 weeks before Hajj. Right? 3 riyals, 5 riyals. The days of Hajj, 50 riyal, 100 riyal. Asking why? Because Hajj has a lot of reward and you need to spend it. Okay. So now about Tan'im. About the Tan'im. Look, Mina and Muzdalifah. Mina and Muzdalifah both are where? In the Haram boundary. Look where is Arafah. Look where is Arafah. Arafah, some of it is in the boundary and some part of Arafah is out of the boundary. And you will see, I will show you in the pictures, it shows you this board says beginning of Arafah. Another board says end of Arafah. You cannot be out of Arafah. Why? Why people goes out of Arafah? Because in that heat, people will be looking for a shadow. So because of that, people are wearing the ihram. They're supposed to be in the boundary, but what happens to them? They are out just because of the shadow. The next, what should they do before the ihram? If at home I told you, you have a bath, you have a ghusl, you take a shower, ihram. The word ihram means haram, from the word haram. Whatever was halal for you, the minute, example, look, now I can eat, I can drink. But the minute I say Allahu Akbar, everything becomes haram. That's why we call it takbir tahrima. What is takbir tahrima? Allahu Akbar, you are in salah, food, drinks, watching, looking, checking the people, it becomes haram. Look, you and I, we know, when you say Allahu Akbar, can you check the people, what they are doing? No, you are in salah. Same thing. Now look, today is 30th of Sha'ban. You can eat and drink everything. Tomorrow, the same time, the bottle will be lying there, but you look at it, sorry, can't have it. Why? It became haram for you that moment, that time. Same thing now in the journey of Hajj, in the boundary of Hajj, because now intention is to don the ihram, what will happen? Everything halal for you will be haram temporary. So what do? You have a shower, ihram, as I showed you. For female, your own clothes, whatever you are wearing, just make intention, Wallah, I am donning my ihram. For the males, you remove your clothes and you put the two pieces. Why the two pieces? Very simple, a reminder of your coffin and your shroud. So the journey of Hajj, the whole idea of Hajj is to remind us of what? Of death. It's a reminder of death. After the ihram, you make 2 rak'ah. After the ihram is 2 rak'ah. You remember at the beginning what I told you at the beginning? I told you ihram, tawaf, safa, marwa, and shave your hair and it's done. That is the main core of Umrah. Now more details. After you don your ihram, there's 2 rak'ah of the ihram. What do you read in it? You can read whatever you want. You can read whatever you want. But the sunnah, he says, Fatiha, قل يا أيها الكافرون, Fatiha, قل هو الله أحد. You don't know قل يا الكافرون, no problem. Read any surah you like. I know only surah قل هو الله أحد, no problem. First rak'ah قل هو الله أحد, second rak'ah قل هو الله أحد. Fourth, intention. Visa itself is intention. The package you got is intention. The ihram you are wearing is intention. But just to make it perfect, Wallah, I am going departing for the journey of Umrah. And after that you start your talbiyah. Talbiyah is لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. So what is ihram? Ihram, very simple. You take off your clothes, you put the 2 pieces and intention, I'm coming for Umrah. And you begin with your talbiyah. Somebody will say, I forgot to make 2 rak'ah. No problem. You forgot? No problem. That is just to complete it. But again, it's best to do everything. Now, you have 2 ways of having shower. Why I put those 2 pictures? Because people ask, which one is the best? Both is permissible. Next we have the belt. I will advise you. Look, in this journey, the best you get look, if you're going first to Medina, then I would tell you, brother, don't buy anything in Canada. Buy everything in Medina. But if you are going first to Jeddah, I'll tell you, brother, just spend the money here and get it. Right? Same thing about the shoes, or the sandals. My advice to you, you know when we buy the shoes and we fit it at the shop, it looks very comfortable. Why? Because you test it only for a few seconds. I will tell you, my brother, if you're going for Hajj and Umrah, wear your shoes at least 1 week. So your foot and the sandals become friends. Right? Because if you don't have the right shoes, the right sandals, you know what will happen to you? You will be crying later. I wish I listened to Mufti Saab. I wish. Right? I wish I listened. Right. Inshallah, for the shoes, we leave it last because I will bring you something. I'll bring you something to make it the life easier for you and for me. We leave the shoes last. Please remind me of that. Okay? Is it permissible to wear the mask? Permissible. Permissible to have the watch in your hand? Permissible. Permissible to have your Wi-Fi? Permissible, not your wife. Sorry. Right. So after you done your ihram, we said 2 rak'ah, right? What do you read in the 2 rak'ah? Any surahs. But again, the best is Surah Kafirun, Qul Wallahu Ahad. Intention, Wallah, I'm coming for Umrah. The talbiyah, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. But inshallah, before you leave, inshallah, we'll give you whatever I'm saying in one page, inshallah. Only one page. Now, you landed where? Hajj terminal. Jeddah is Hajj terminal. How does it look like? This is how it looks like. Now there are ways. If you go first to Medina, there are ways. Either you take the bus, you take the flight, or you take a taxi. If you take the bus, I will say journey of the bus is about 12 hours. And if you take a taxi, mashallah, with the speed limit, driving 120, 160, 4 hours you'll be there. Now, if you are going to Medina first, right, you will be taking a road. It calls Tariqul Hijrah, the road of Hijrah. Same road which Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam took. The difference is, it was in a desert. Today's time, mashallah, is on the road. Now, this is Jeddah, how it looks like. Now, from Medina, I am taking a bus or taking a taxi. On the road, you pass this called Hudaybiyah. Hudaybiyah also is known as Quran Bridge. You see the Quran Bridge? That is Hudaybiyah. Something to do with Hudaybiyah, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was coming for Umrah from Medina, going for Umrah. When he came to Hudaybiyah, I told you about 29 kilometers, people of Mecca refused him to go back. So that's why we speak about Hudaybiyah. Also, there's something called Treaty of Hudaybiyah, the 6th year of the Hijrah. Now, we're coming now from Medina. We're coming from Medina. When you come close to Mecca, we have this. It calls Masjidul Hulayfa. Can you see how it looks like? There are, mashallah, enough washrooms, enough shower, enough. But again, I will advise you the same thing. Because we are humans, we think the same thing. If you leave your shower, your bath at this place, you will be waiting in the queue and your bus will stop only for maximum 15 minutes. So what you do, if you are in Medina, you have the shower in the hotel. Same thing what you do, you wear your ihram, but don't make intention. Why? And in case you miss your wife. You understand me? You understand me? Right, good. And she's next to you, mashallah. So what you do, leave the intention of Umrah when you come to Dhul Hulayfa. When you come to this masjid, right? When you come to this masjid. So look, I'm wearing my ihram from where? From Medina. But I did not make any intention. I'm just happy with my dress. Now when I come to this Dhul Hulayfa, now I'll make intention. After that, you can see. The bus will stop in between. Because for 12 hours the bus will be, mashallah, driving. It's very difficult and tiring for the Hujjaj. They will stop. This is how it looks also. Here I will advise you, the water they give you, the bottles, keep the bottles with you. So you can utilize it in the washroom. Coming closer and closer, you will see this. You will see the clock tower. So in a distance of 5 kilometers, you'll be able to see the clock tower. Now we are still making what? Talbiyah, labbaik Allahumma labbaik. First thing, you come to the hotel. When you arrive at the hotel, you leave your luggage, right? After that, what you do? You prepare yourself to go for Umrah. Sometimes you earn your chance. Keep in mind, in your mind, when you leave the airport, going to the hotel, it doesn't mean that your room is empty and waiting for you. Sometimes there are still people utilizing that room. So when you arrive, they will not give you the key until your room is cleaned. So means expect the delay. The picture to tell you, before Hajj, 4 weeks before Hajj is empty. After Hajj you can see, empty. Hajj time, mashallah, look. Even on the street. So we arrive at the hotel, mashallah. First thing, settle down. Put your luggage, right? I want to sleep, go sleep, no problem. I want to have a shower. You can have a shower, but as long as you don't use perfume or any soap has smell. Very simple. I want just to feel fresh. No problem, you can have it. Now, I want to sleep. You can sleep. Can I cover my head? You cannot cover your head. Can I cover my feet? No problem. You can cover your feet. But can I cover my head? No. Now, Umrah in brief. Umrah in brief. So, Umrah in brief, you don your ihram on the aeroplane before you enter to Jeddah. If you went to Medina first, by the bus, when you come to Dhul Hulayfa, look, even if you don't know, they will remind you. When you come to Dhul Hulayfa, they will tell you, brother, now, don your ihram and make 2 rak'ah and say, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. Right? Now, we did the talbiyah. Now, I arrive at Mecca. What should I do first thing? Tawaf. Between brackets, ramal and ittiba'. What is ramal? Ramal, to walk briskly. For males. But I have my wife with me, so there's no need for you to walk fast. There's no need for you to walk fast. The next one calls ittiba'. Ittiba' basically, look now here, your right shoulder will be exposed. There's here. Again, I need just one pin. There's a pin here. Right? Done. So now what I do? The right shoulder will be exposed for 7 rounds. 7 rounds, your right shoulder will be exposed. Right will be exposed. Number 2, I finish 7 rounds. You have 2 rak'ah of the tawaf. I forgot to make 2 rak'ah of the tawaf. Your Hajj is still valid, your Umrah is still valid. What is the main thing in Umrah is what? Your intention, ihram, tawaf, 2, and sa'i safa marwa, and you shave. Then I forgot to uncover my right shoulder. It just makruh this night. Your Umrah, your Hajj still perfect. After 7 rounds, I made 2 rak'ah. There are for you dua at multazam. Dua at the multazam. Look, the dua of the Haji is accepted. Because look, dua al-musafir, the dua of a traveler is accepted. Being in Hajj, dua is accepted. Being in Umrah, dua is accepted. Being in a journey, dua is accepted. By saying talbiyah, your dua is accepted. You wearing your ihram, dua is accepted. So I'm reciting my talbiyah. When you see the Kaaba, dua is accepted. When you drink Zamzam, dua is accepted. Right? Now what is multazam? I'm going to say that this is the door of the Kaaba. Right? There's a door of the Kaaba. If this is the door of the Kaaba, from the door of the Kaaba, from the frame, so the black is the frame. Ending of the door to Hajar Aswad. This distance calls multazam. It calls multazam. So what I do, not necessary to be here, as long as you are behind multazam, dua is accepted. Drinking Zamzam, dua is accepted. Making tawaf, any dua, and dua is accepted. I am now going to Safa Marwa, dua is accepted. Now we have something called istilam. Istilam, no, I'm going to say that this is Hajar Aswad, right? This is Hajar Aswad. So if I stand like this, you will see Hajar Aswad, next to it is only one soldier standing there. The sign for you to know Hajar Aswad is what? It's a soldier standing there in that corner. This is Hajar Aswad. And on the right side, you will see green light. So the green light and Hajar Aswad are on parallel, on the same line. So when you come like this, when you see the green light, of course on the right shoulder, it means what? Turn. Now is istilam. Look, keep in mind that the crowd is moving. You are not going to stop and make istilam. By you stopping, what will happen? They will bomb you from the back. There you, mashallah. And sometimes you and I, we forget to cut our nail. Get somebody, his nail is like a knife. When you stop, Allahu Akbar. So for that reason, my brothers, I know you are going to laugh, but you are harming your Muslim brother. So that's why you need to cut your nails. So this is the Hajar Aswad. We don't stop. So what you do? I'm walking. When you come there, istilam, Bismillah, Wallahu Akbar. I'm walking. Bismillah, Wallahu Akbar. What is we told you Ramal? Ramal for males to walk fast. Not to run, not marathon. No, to walk fast. But I have a wife with me. And there's a crowd. You don't bump the people. Sunnah is to walk fast. Somebody will say, me, I love the Sunnah. So what he does? When he finds people in front of him, push them. No. Pushing people is haram. Harming the people is haram. So, after that, sa'i between Safa and Marwa, and you shave or you cut your hair, and remove your ihram. So this is just in brief the Umrah. What is the Umrah? Ihram, Safa, Marwa, your ihram. Number 2, tawaf, and Safa, Marwa. And next, shave your hair, and your Umrah is done. We say Safa, Marwa, right? We say Safa, Marwa. There are some numbers, some gates. King Abdul Aziz, gate number 1. Now, King Fahd, gate 79. Your hotels, most of the time, for the Canadians, is the clock tower, most of the time. If it's not the clock with the tower, next to it, is next to it. So you'll be entering from gate Fahd, from 79. If it's not 79, it's 80, 81, 82, just in that range. Easy. From the hotel, even if you are blind, you will see, there's the door of the Kaaba, there's the door of the masjid. You go straight, you will see the Kaaba. So you won't get lost. Safa, Marwa. Look, we say Safa, Marwa means you begin from Safa and you end with. So, look here, there's Safa. Safa, Marwa. So, 1. Some people comes like this. 1. No. How we count? 1 to Safa. So from Safa to Marwa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You begin with Safa and you end with at Marwa. Let's say I ended at Safa. What does it mean? 2 things. Either 6 or either 8. So what you do? What you need to do? If it is 6, you go back 7. And if you are 8, you need to go back. Very easy. I'm not sure, 3 or 4. What do you do? 3. Why? Because 3 is guaranteed and 4 is not guaranteed. Right? I found, sometimes they give you a small tasbih has 7 beats. They tell you keep it in your hand, right? And when you go there, pull 1. Sometimes even you forget, did I pull 1 or no? I found, this is my method, what I do. When I come from Safa to Marwa, when I reach to Marwa, I say Saturday. When I come back, Sunday. Go back, Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3. This is my method. Like that, I will never ever was confused. Same thing when I do tawaf around the Kaaba. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This is what I do. This is my method. Right? Now, there's something called Babus Salam. Babus Salam, I think number 24. Yes, Babus Salam is number 24. Now, Sunnah is to enter from Babus Salam. But your hotel is on the gate 89, 87. Brother, where's your ear? There is it. Some people ask them, where's your ear? There is it. No. Gate 24 is like this. This is gate 24. Easy, brother. You can enter from any gate. And when you enter from any gate, it means you need to take off your shoes. And you need to have a shoe bag. Shoe bag on your back. Your shoes is behind you in the bag. If you leave your shoes, look, my shoe bag so nicely. Now some people, they says, no, let's leave it in the shoe rake. In the shoe rake, you will never ever find it. Until day of judgment, you won't find it. No, I know my sandals are special sandals. I bought it from Canada. Yes, the company made only 1 shoes for you. So we said that dua upon sighting the Kaaba is accepted. Now, important locations at the Kaaba. So first thing is Hajar Aswad. Hajar Aswad, like you see there, always they keep 1 policeman or soldier standing there next to it. So if that is Hajar Aswad, so I give you an example. If this is Hajar Aswad, right? Before Hajar Aswad is what? Rukn Yamani. In Rukn Yamani, there's 1 dua, is easy for everybody. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Brother, I don't know that dua. Don't worry, make any dua you like. Which language? Any language you want. Alright? So, the Rukn Yamani. Do I need to touch it? There's no need. Do I need to make istilam? There's no need. Yes, you pass ربنا آتنا, you make the dua. When you come to Hajar Aswad, Bismillah, Allah Akbar, and you are moving. Again, it can be any dua. You will find people reciting only Quran. May Allah accept. Now, we have Hijr Ismail or Hatim. Hatim, very simple, is the broken wall or the short wall. Today's time, they have gates there. There is a gate. Now, for making tawaf, you need to make tawaf behind the Hajj, behind the short wall. Okay, today's time is locked. The time of Hajj, time of tawaf, there's two gates from this side and that side. So nobody will go in. Now let's say you can, one round it must be behind the Hijr Ismail or the Hatim or the short wall. Maqam Ibrahim. Now, after 7 rounds of the tawaf, we said the sunnah is to pray 2 rak'ah. 2 rak'ah behind, the word behind Maqam Ibrahim. Look, if this is Maqam Ibrahim, right? You cannot come here and pray. Why? The minute you say Allahu Akbar, you find yourself there. Why? Because the crowd will be pushing. The meaning of behind Maqam Ibrahim, anywhere in the haram, as long as you are behind that spot. Just to tell you something, question. What is inside of Maqam Ibrahim? What is inside?
Stone.
It's a footprint of Ibrahim alayhi salam. You know those days, question, how did he build the Kaaba? This stone is like scaffold, or is like a ladder. He put a stone, he stood on it, and he is building. Right? But the miracle, the mu'jiza miracle is, Allah, when he put his foot there, out of sincerity, Allah recorded his actions were on the rock. That this is maqam. Qama means to stand. Maqam is the standing spot of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Why the footprint are there? Allah made it that Ibrahim and Ismail, they did this work for the pleasure of Allah. Allah recorded their actions. Means anybody does anything for the pleasure of Allah Ta'ala, Allah will record his actions. So, Maqam Ibrahim stands for what? For sincerity. Anything you do with sincerity, it will remain until the day of judgment. Ibrahim alayhi salam, you and I, we did not see him, but there's a sign that he did it. So the whole idea of Maqam Ibrahim is what? Intention and sincerity. We have the door of the Kaaba. All days, the sign. All days, the sign of, can you see this? Hajar, the sign of Hajar Aswad. All days, right? People are walking. When they come to the brown line, stop, the traffic will stop. Right? Why? Because he says, no, this is Hajar Aswad. People said having a fight and they were pushing each other. The government decided, okay, the best way. Look, intention, where they put the brown for the people while they are walking. So this is the sign of Hajar Aswad. What you need to do? Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. Don't stop. When the people start stopping at all the time, the government said, look, easy way for them. There's it. No more. Take it out. Now, what is there another sign except the soldier? Yes, this is the best sign. There's embroidery here around all the Kaaba. It's a black in all the corners, except here you will see some Arabic writing here. Here is Qul Wallahu Ahad. Here Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. And the soldier standing here. If we switch off the light, you'll be able to see. So there's only a sign. There's only the sign. Touching Hajar Aswad is sunnah. Pushing the people is sin. So don't be a bankrupt person. I want the sunnah, but I will harm the people. something funny. They ask somebody, he tells them, Alhamdulillah, in my Hajj, many times I touch Hajar Aswad, even I kiss a Hajar Aswad, all the time. So they ask him, how did you manage to do that? And he was an elderly person. He said, may Allah bless my needle. May Allah bless my needle. So what he was doing? Poking the people and pass. Really? Do we do that? No, we don't do that. How it looks, this is Hajar Aswad. Right? Inside there are 8 pieces of Hajar Aswad. 8 pieces. But question, do really the people touch the stones? No. There's a glass here. When you have a time, visit YouTube, you will see. So here, there's a thick glass. Even the bullet doesn't cross. So, it's covered. Basically, people do what? They will be kissing the glass, touching the glass. And the stones are at the bottom. Why Hajar Aswad? Reality, Hajar Aswad used to be Hajar Abiyad, white stones. Was revealed from Jannah. Nabi Sallallahu said, the white stones turned to black stones because of the sins of a human being. So why Hajar Aswad? To remind you of, your place is not this dunya, it's not Canada. Your place is where? Jannah. So everything in Hajj, everything in Umrah is a reminder. Method of tawaf. We begin with Hajar Aswad. Look how it counts. Okay. There's the line here. There is it. You begin. 1, 2, 3. When you come to 7. In between, I'm thirsty, of course. You can drink Zamzam any spot. You'll find waters around. Now let's say I finish 7. Look, Hajar Aswad here. I finish 7 here. Should I exit this way? You will never ever be able to exit this way. Why? Because everybody is coming to start from here. There's nothing wrong to continue extra quarter and you come out. Look, Hajar Aswad is here. I finished. If you try to come out this way, the waves, the waves will be pushing you the other side. So what you do? And you need to plan. Look, I begin here. But as I'm coming closer to finish 7, what I do? I start pulling out. Closer. Out. Out. When I finish my 7 rounds, don't come out by Hajar Aswad. I'm telling you, you won't be able to make it. For your safety and your wife's safety and your family, you walk extra steps and you come out. Generally, the best, you pass Maqam Ibrahim, because there's 2 spots are very crowded. The best, pass this here. The minute you pass here, you say, SubhanAllah, it's so spacious. You walk out. You walk out and you come back. Now sometimes you'll find yourself not here when you start your tawaf. You'll find yourself here. So you'll be walking extra. This doesn't count. It will count from here. The main thing, it must be a full tawaf. Now I finished 2 tawaf and the salah started. Brother, no problem. Wherever you are, stop and make your salah. After salah, continue. Keep in mind, the right shoulder will be exposed for how many rounds? 7 rounds. Right. Now, in this picture, as you see, look here. There's the embroidery. Look, this is Hajar Aswad. This is Maqam Ibrahim. Can you come out here? Impossible. So what you need to do? You walk extra. Look, it's empty now. Look, it's empty. But again, you as a human being, as intelligent, I start my tawaf here. When I finish 1 round, what I do? Don't come here, brother. Move closer. The last round, you will find yourself here. Reason why? When you come closer here, it's empty. You come easy. Leave. No. I can play my 2 rak'ah here, and you will see here there's a board says, Safa Marwa. You come out through Safa and Marwa. Time of Hajj, look how it looks like. Salah behind Maqam Ibrahim. Look, anywhere you can pray the Salah. This picture was taken before Hajj. When it's empty like that, nothing wrong. But when it's busy, don't ever try. Somebody in that crowd, look, somebody in this crowd, decide to make 2 rak'ah. They walk over him, end up in the hospital, Hajj gone. Brother, you caused it for yourself. We told you, don't make salah here. You want to make 2 rak'ah of tawaf? Anywhere, but not here. He end up where? In a hospital. Because they broke his legs. So you went for Hajj. Hajj is fard. And 2 rak'ah of tawaf is what? Sunnah. Don't sacrifice the sunnah for the fard. Next. Salah behind Maqam Ibrahim is sunnah. What is inside? I brought it for you. So you saw it in your life. Footprint of Ibrahim alayhi salam. How does it look? More clear, this is how it looks. Is it a huge footprint? No, it's like your size and my size. Then, next, what is multazam? Multazam, I told you, between the frame of the door and Hajar Aswad is what is this? Multazam. So anywhere, as long as you are behind the multazam, the dua is accepted. I told you always by Hajar Aswad, you'll find the soldier standing there. The door is not multazam. All days. Zamzam well was at the bottom. But mashallah, I told you, when the people are making tawaf, what happens? They come here and the crowd will push you. Many people died here. So the government decided to close this area. So this area is closed. It's not there anymore. You want to see Zamzam? So Zamzam reminds us of what? Zamzam, we told you the footprint of Ibrahim alayhi salam reminds us of sincerity. Hajar Aswad reminds us of Jannah. Ihram reminds you of what? Your death and your coffin. Zamzam reminds us of what? Zamzam, Nabi Sallallahu said, Zamzam lima shuriba lah. With any intention you drink Zamzam, you get it. Somebody will drink Zamzam to get dollars, you will get dollars. Somebody will drink Zamzam for health, you will get health. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was asked, say, I drink Zamzam for one intention, for Allah to save me from the great thirst, the thirst of Day of Judgment. I'm drinking this, not for dollars. Dollars comes and goes. But the thirst of the Akhirah, that is the main thing. One great scholar, his name is Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, the commentator of Sahih al-Bukhari. He said, I drank Zamzam to memorize the ahadith of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I memorized all the ahadith. I wish that I drank Zamzam with the intention to practice. I wish that I drank Zamzam with the intention of to practice. So Zamzam, you'll find it like that. My advice to you, please don't drink cold Zamzam. You will get sore throat and you get tonsils. So what do? Mix. Right? One advice to you also. See these cups here? Don't ever take the top cup. Take the cup from the middle. Why? Sometimes by mistake, I drank. Instead of throwing it here, what I do? Put it back. Someone else will drink from it. Right? So always choose from the middle. Look, there is written, not cold. Not cold. If you want to drink cold, good luck for you, brother. And you become sick, you make dua for us. So also you'll find Zamzam in different places. Zamzam, yes. Hadith of Zamzam, you drink water, Zamzam in standing position. You remember I was telling you something about there's a board tells you towards tawaf. Is that here? Look here. In Arabic, إلى المسعى. English, to مسعى. Urdu Farisi, مسعى ke taraf. There's there. And you go through here. Look, this man is standing, facing what? Hajar Aswad. What is behind him? The green light. You remember I told you about the green light? I said, if this Hajar Aswad, green light will be where? There. This man is facing what? Hajar Aswad. What is behind him? The green light. My advice to you also, if it is extremely hot, Don't act brave, man, because you will kill your wife. In the heat, don't perform your Umrah in the heat. The best time, after Asr or after Isha. After Maghrib, everybody will be doing Umrah. Why? Because it's cool, it's nice. Now, we come to Safa. We begin from Safa and we end to Marwa. This is how it looks from the top. Safa, they managed to cut the mountain of Safa, but Marwa will still remain the same. It comes in the hadith, one of the major signs of Qiyamah. We call it Dabbatul Ard, the beast. The beast will come out from Marwa, from that mountain. Safa, there are enough words. Shows Safa in Arabic, in Urdu, in English, 3 languages all the time. Right? Now, from Safa to Marwa, you'll be walking, for men, you'll be walking. When you come to the green light, what do? You walk fast. I have my wife with me. Very simple, walk with her. In that crowd, you tell her, okay, you walk, I'm going to run. I will meet you there. Yeah, in your dreams. In your dreams, you will be there. Why? Because the crowd is moving this way. Easy, very easy, walk with your wife. Now, the area for us is what? This area. No, this area is for who? For the wheelchairs. If you walk here and the wheelchair knock you from the back, blame yourself. Right, so this is here the area. Safa Marwa. Now, you will see some people because look, when they did the tawaf, the right shoulder was exposed, right? Yes. So they forgot themselves. They went to Safa Marwa, look, it's exposed. This is makruh, is disliked. So that's why it is highlighted with red for you. So you expose your right shoulder only when in tawaf. So this is not right. If you are on the top, look, you can go even to the fifth floor to do your tawaf. Even you can go to the 5th floor to do your Safa Marwa. You can do that. Don't be difficult. No, I must be down, otherwise I won't feel my Hajj. No, brother, don't make it difficult for yourself. No, I must be on the ground. So, brother, take a donkey and a camel and go from Canada to Saudi. You understand the point? He says, no, I must be down on the ground to see the Kaaba. On the 4th floor, I don't think so if my Hajj is accepted. Are you sure? He said, yeah. Brother, okay. What you do now? Go back to your country. From Canada you came? Yeah. From Canada, take a camel and a horse and come for Hajj. He accepted to take the flight. But when he came there, he says no. Now, so again, for what is Umrah? Ihram, Tawaf, Safa Marwa and you shave. My advice to you, brothers, sisters, very simple. Small knife. Not a long one. Small one. Right? From your hair, example. Let's say this is my hair. You need to cut just a size of a nail. This much. What you do? All your hair, you hold it like that, and you cut small. For men, all the head must be one level. You will see some people what they do. Right side is shaved. Left side is stand. It's against the sunnah. It's haram. No. All must be one level. Very simple. Cut with number 4. Second Umrah number 3. The next Umrah number 2. The next Umrah number 1. The next Umrah 0. Okay. Now where should I shave? Not in the masjid, brother. Out of the masjid. You will see people shaving in the masjid. My advice to you, very simple. Just buy a haircut machine. Buy a small haircut machine. You save your money. You save your time. Can I shave? Can I cut the hair for my wife? Yes, you can do that. Can she shave for me? Yes, you can do that. Right? One more thing also, please. before you do your Umrah, check the time of Salah. Reason why? They will never ever allow a woman, look, 30 minutes before Adhan, my sisters, don't be inside. Leave outside. In Mecca, husband and wife can be together. In Medina, you'll be separated because it's a separate area for women. In Tawaf, they will allow you to make Tawaf with your wife. But before Adhan, my advice to you, 20 minutes maximum. I finish 5 rounds. Very simple. You and wife move together out to one spot. Because if you don't move, you know what will happen? You can finish your 6 rounds. When the adhan start, the cops will never ever allow women to pray with men, mixed. So they need to take all the women out to their section. They have a section for women. You must be intelligent. I know I finished now 5 rounds. I know for the next round, in that crowd, it took me, with the crowd, 50 minutes to finish 1 round. I know it won't work with me. So what I will do? I'll come out with my wife. I leave her in an area for the ladies. And I will finish my round after the Salah. When it comes to the washroom, there are many washrooms and toilets. You need a Quran, there are many Quran. Now something about the tawaf. When you make the tawaf, you will be looking, the green one is the correct one, towards the Kaaba. Looking at the Kaaba, you get the reward. Looking at the clock tower, you get nothing. Looking at the hotel, you get nothing. You get nothing. So you look at the Kaaba, you get everything. Now one thing I need to tell you now. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, people who make tawaf, they get 60 of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you make tawaf, you get 60. Right? When you make a salah, you get 40. When you look at the Kaaba, you get 20. Right? It's crowded right now. I cannot make tawaf. What I can do? Salah, Allahu Akbar. Do I look down? Do I look at the Kaaba? Where do I look? Down? No. Where's my Qibla? Where's my Qibla? There's the Kaaba. Are you with me? Yes, in Canada, when we make Salah, we look at the place of Sajda. Why? We are in Canada. You are 1,000 miles away. Now I am right in the Kaaba. Where should I look? To Qibla. There's the Qibla. So in Salah, when I make Salah, I get 40. Looking at the Kaaba, what I get? 20. 40 plus 20? 60. Businessman. 60. Right? But in the Tawaf, you find people. In Tawaf, is checking the buildings. Not that you came from a country where has many buildings. You get no reward in looking at the buildings. So look at the Kaaba and make your du'as. Something to do with the Saf here. There's some signs there. Okay, this picture is before Hajj. The time of Hajj will be no carpet on the floor. Yes. The reason I took this picture, harming any animals, anything in the haram, you are going to pay price. If you catch any pigeon, or you harm any pigeon, or you break any branch, you pay for it. How much you pay for it? I think 30 riyal. It was 30 riyal. So, don't interfere. You are a visitor. When somebody comes to your house, do you like them to interfere in your things? No. So the same thing, you are the guest of Allah Ta'ala, don't interfere. Okay, this picture, I took this picture. So your hotel is here. You come out from here, you walk straight. There is here, in. No, day of Jumu'ah. Day of Jumu'ah. If you have a habit in Canada to come 10 minutes before Adhan, and you get your space in here, just forget about it. If you are not from 10:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, which means 2 hours and a half before the time, I promise you, you will make a Jumu'ah in this heat. In this heat. So what I do? I'll Jumu'ah, go early to the masjid. Right? I will find a nice place. Most of the people there of Jumu'ah, what they do? You will not see many people making tawaf. Why? Because if you make tawaf, the heat, and the Jumu'ah is not in Canada in the minbar, Imam in Canada goes in the minbar, 2 minutes, Jumu'ah is over. There, you pay the price. 40 minutes, 45 minutes, lecture. Oh yes, one more thing. Let's say now you and your family need to use the washroom. Please remember the washroom number. You left the gate of the masjid, remember the gate number. Now, this happened to me. So my family thought, look, see this gate? Gate number 23. Wait for me here. I went in, came out, I'm waiting for her, she didn't come. But she told me, she put a sign. What's the sign? She put around her head a flag. So from the flag I know, this is my wife. Alright? So I was there waiting there, standing. So I see woman, mashallah, this is my wife coming. Right? I'm smiling. The woman look at me like that. I knew this is not my wife. Right? This can't be. Of course, I lived with her for many years, I know her. She gave me a look, I said, Allah Akbar, this is not my wife. I just waited. Another woman comes, Subhanallah, this is my wife. Another thing, never ever try to tap your wife. So I'm standing, and this is my wife. Wallahi, this is my wife. I told her, come, let's go. She tells me in other language, I knew this is not my wife. They look the same. Promise you, they look the same. So you need to wait for your wife to tell you, come, let's go. Because a wife will not make a mistake with her husband. Of course, especially if your wife is in niqab or fully covered, right? Now, look at this now. Can you see the street? Can you see this? It's empty, right? This before Jumu'ah. Can you see the garbage bin? This road before Jumu'ah. Look at this now. This time of Jumu'ah. Brothers, did they spend the money to pray on the street? Did they spend the money to make salah on the street? No. I spend the money to be where? Inside. Sorry, not outside. I'll be inside. I spend the money to be inside the masjid, not outside. Gate 64. When you come out home, gate 64, you will see a library. That library is, Nabi Sallallahu was born in that library. Of course, those days it was a house. Today, somehow they did, they converted to a library. Why they put it a library? You'll find a lot of books in different languages. They give it to the Hujjaj. Now, brother who asked about Tan'im or Masjid Aisha. This is how it looks like, brother. So what I do, my brothers, I tell you about Masjid Aisha. I will have a shower where? In my hotel. I don my ihram, not my clothes, my ihram. I'm wearing my ihram. I stop the taxi or bus. I stop the taxi. Most of the time I stop the taxi. Tell him, look, take me to the Tan'im. Give me just 2 minutes. I'll go inside, make 2 rak'ah and I'll come back. Why? I save my time. And what you do? When I take the taxi, always I take the picture of the number plate and the front. Why? Because, mashallah, all the taxi looks the same. So, out of the hotel, I make plan with him. You take me, you bring me. So, when I jump with him, I'm wearing my ihram. When I get to Masjid Aisha, I enter. Allah Akbar, 2 rak'ah, talbiyah, I come out. And I come with him. I had the shower away in my own hotel. Also in Mecca, some places you want to see, the grave of Khadija radiallahu anha is Jannatul Mu'alla. This, if you come from a gate called Bab Gaza, Gaza in Palestine, if you leave the gate of Gaza, you will see this. We're almost done, huh? Almost done. Some places, Masjidul Jinn. What is it to do with the jinn? Not jinnat. The jinn embrace Islam. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was reciting Salah here. They heard him. They became Muslim. They went back to their people. They invite them to Islam. Now, something I need to tell you. You don't like it, but I will tell you. That on the top is Jabal Nur. And also you'll find Ghar Hira. Okay? People says, no, I am going to climb the mountain on the top. I want to feel how Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam climbed the mountain. Right, brother, you can go. I'm not coming with you. I'm not coming. Why? The sandals I'm wearing, I have no guarantee. I can twist my ankle. I can twist my leg. I will hurt myself. Brother, you go. Right? So he came back, his leg was broken. So whole Hajj person is walking with his scratches. Say, brother, I told you. I told you. Look at this, look at this. All these people will be walk. Now question. How long does it take to walk from here right to the top here? It's here, somewhere here.
2 hours.
Now, I'm going to miss Dhuhr Salah, just to climb this. What's the reward of Salah in the Haram? 100,000. 100,000 Salah, 100,000. So the reward of 100,000, I will miss it just to come to climb the mountain, as if there's no mountains in my country. Are you with me? Someone says, no, I must walk there, because the Messiah walked there. And the funny thing is, people will bring some sand, special sand. What is the sand? This is the sand of the mountain, Jabal Nur. And the funny part is, listen to this, you will find people selling sand in small packet of plastic, small sachet, right? And they sell it to you, small like that. They say this is the blessings, the sand of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Who gave you the guarantee that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam walked on the sand? And it is for 1400. If you want to spend your money, don't spend it on this. There are many poor people in your own country. There are many poor people. Give it to them, but don't give it on the sand. Right, mashallah. Can you see this? A Pakistani brother come on the top, green and white. Look there. All the way there. Now, one more thing for you. After you finish your Hajj, no. If you want to plan, look, there's nothing wrong to go to places like Kiswa factory. Nothing wrong to go to Al-Mushaf factory. Nothing wrong. I will advise you. When you decide to go, after sunrise, go do all your tours. But make sure, before Dhuhr Salah, you will be back for Salah in the Haram. If we calculate, Salah right now ends around 5:30. That's 6 o'clock. You can come to the hotel, you can eat something, and catch the bus, catch the taxi. So you have 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, right? 10:30. You still have 5 hours to come back. You come back and you eat, you can have a shower, and you still go back for Salah. After Dhuhr, go have a siesta, a nap. Never ever go after Dhuhr, because it's extremely hot. Never ever go after Asr. The best time you go, after the sunrise, so you can do. My advice to you, if you want to learn about the Islamic history, go to a museum. Museum will summarize the whole history for you. This was the end of Umrah. Well, this was about Umrah. Anybody has a question about Umrah? Yes, brother.
If I travel Canada,
Yes.
and then transit for the Emirates,
Yes.
and go to Jeddah, it's long travel, tired. When I enter the Mecca and put my hotel and the luggage, can I sleep until I get there,
MashaAllah.
or I go right away?
No, my brother. Sleep, rest, very well, and do your Umrah in a full energy. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if a person wants to recite the Quran and he is tired, let him go sleep and later read Quran. Why? If you recite Quran while you are tired, instead of praising Allah, you'll be swearing Allah. This is the words of Allah. This is the words of a hadith of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And always, you and I, we know, when you are tired, you can't focus. When you are tired, you can't read your messages properly. When you are tired, you can't do anything properly. So what do? Rest, and then go for your Umrah. I was traveling from Canada to a European country. Then, brother mentioned to Emirates. From Emirates to Jeddah. Jeddah, one more thing. At the airport, is not only you came from Canada. At least 3 flights came from Canada. Then you'll find 6 flights came before you. Easy, you'll be waiting 2 hours at the airport standing. You are tired. When we left, then after the airport, still the muassasa, the company who's in charge, the Saudi company, they need to make sure that all your passports are saved in the right place. After that, you'll be going to the hotel. When you get to the hotel, doesn't mean room is waiting for you. Because there are many Hujjaj came to that hotel. Still easy, another 30 minutes. So it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Now I am tired, I'm finished. Brother, go rest, go sleep. Yes, next question.
For Umrah, before doing the tawaf, is wudu one of the conditions?
Of course, no, you broke your it's makruh to make a tawaf without wudu. But again, making wudu, your reward is double. Look again, this journey of Hajj, the whole idea of this journey is what?